Greetings fellow warriors, and welcome back to another Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord video. First of all, Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Here's to another year of Bannerlord modding. Can you believe it's almost been pretty much 5 years since Bannerlord launched and I created this very YouTube channel. Time really does fly. This year I hope you achieve whatever makes you happy, whether it's getting that new car or landing the promotion, or simply finding what brings you joy. Maybe even patch 1.3 would do the trick. For me personally, I would love to bring even more modding related ideas to life. Currently I'm working on the Feast mod again. You know, the mod that I showed off a while ago. Back then the code was pretty unstable and just, well, bad. Since then I've learned a lot about coding and can finally realize what I couldn't in the past to make it the authentic feasting experience. I'm talking about dancing, eating, holding speeches, wedding feasts and more, but that's for another video. Today we're taking a look at 5 new mods that have been released in December, so sit back and enjoy. Also, only a small percentage of you beautiful people are actually subscribed to the channel. Like in the past month, almost 90% of you watching my videos are not subscribed to the channel, and I'd love to hit 100k subs one day. If you enjoy my content or the mods I'm creating, it would be very kind of you to hit that sub button. You can always unsub later if you change your mind, but other than that, let's dive in to today's video. First up, we'll start off with a bang. Complex characters will enhance your immersion by adding 467 situation-based dialogue lines to NPCs, making their interactions more dynamic and reflective of your actions. Additionally, it introduces a new ambition system that gives lords and ladies distinct personalities and goals, influencing their behavior on the campaign map. Finally, a mod that tackles these robotic NPCs. I myself tried creating more dynamic relationships in the Assassin mod, which is currently unsupported, by making NPCs react to your actions. Like slaughtering one of their kin in cold blood would make them ignore you forever, and if you try to talk to them inside their keep, they would make their guards attack and execute you. This mod tries something similar, but in a broader scale. For example, if you executed anyone, all of their family members will remember this and will comment on that next time they see you. The line will depend on the current situation, like if you're engaged on a battlefield, if they started the conversation, like when attacking you, their relation to the family member as in son, daughter, wife, and relationship status during the moment of the execution. For example, if you killed someone that liked you. Currently, these are the situations they will comment on. As previously mentioned, if you executed a family member, if any of your family executed any one of their family, if any one of their family members has been killed in a battle by you or against someone you know, like a clan member. If an NPC ever fought against you before on the battlefield, they might remember the outcome, where it happened and if you were overpowered or not. If they have been taken as prisoner by you or someone you know before. Or if you have ever lost a major battle. Major battles in this context is any battle that has more unit count than 250. If the battle was against their own faction, their line will reflect that, but if it was against another faction, they will also talk about it. There are many more situations the NPCs will comment on. These are just a few of them and I don't want to spoil everything for you. But this is not all that this mod does. You see, this mod also adds an ambition system. Lords and ladies can now gain or be born with certain ambitions which will reflect their actions on the campaign map. Let's take the Vendetta ambition as an example. If the player or any NPC executes someone, their loved ones are likely to gain this ambition. NPCs with this ambition will try to chase and fight the executor on the campaign map. It will be their #1 priority, meaning that if the player is at war with Sturger and executes someone from a family, one or more family members can start riding the party or even armies just to chase and kill the player. This can only happen if you're already at war, but they will never forget the ambition until they get their hands on you at least once. Another interesting ambition is the Throne ambition. This is a slow and tricky one. NPCs with this ambition will desire to become ruler and prioritize actions that increase their power and influence. There are a few more of these, but again, try the mod out and see for yourself, I really recommend it. The next mod is technically a released and unreleased at the same time. Well, it's currently in its beta form for channel members and patrons. I'm of course talking about my cinematic combat mod, and I want to bring you all up to date to its newest additions. So first of all we have matched combat. The match combat has been completely reworked. The animations now resemble match combat moves from the Total War game series, and the AI can perform them too. Anytime you fight against an opponent and press the left mouse button or right bumper on the controller, you may perform one of these new match combat moves. Same with kill moves, there are a ton of new kill moves for you and the AI. I don't know the exact number, but rest assured, a lot of work has been put into this to make the kill moves and match combat moves perform as smoothly as possible. In the background you'll see some community recorded footage that shows them off very well. Next to new AI kill moves and match combat, I added a new dodging system. Whenever an agent is not defending and is about to be hit, they may perform a dodging animation. The higher their athletic skill, the more likely they will dodge an attack. The Master Strike system did also get a significant upgrade. Now there's only one mode and it's pretty much similar to Kingdom Come Deliverance's system. When you're being attacked by an enemy, time will slow down. During this time window, quickly press the block button or key and you will perform a Master Strike. You can also disable the slow motion effect in the MCM options. And lastly, we have the charge system. It's similar to the Total War games and it's just great to look at. Whenever you command your infantry formation to attack the enemy infantry, units in that formation may perform a charging animation when conditions are met. They may even charge and kill them all in one go, but that happens rarely. Like I said, I spent countless work hours working on this mod, coding wise and animation wise. Public release will be sometime in February, but if you want instant access, become a member or patron in the Wikinger, Bannerlord or Bannergod tier. You can also just purchase this one post if you don't want to do all the subscription stuff that Patreon wants you to do. Up next we have Village Overhaul, which makes changes to village recruitments, village prosperity, passive income and more in Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. You can now invest in villages. Acres cost 25k each and sell for 10k. Each one of them adds 1 hearth a day to the affected village, influencing how prosperous a village can be. For example, fishing villages are generally a bad investment on their own, but if it's tied to your capital, you may want to invest in it anyway to boost its prosperity in the long term. You can even end or disable automatic sales, so you may get all the goods and just go somewhere where you can sell them for a higher profit. Or just let the economy run on itself. This mod also introduces a new recruitment system. You may now recruit 5 to 10 elite units for 8k dinars. These will always be tier 6 units corresponding to the village culture. You can only do this every 24 hours. If you want to quickly raise up an army, you can even recruit 50 recruits at once for 2k dinars. The recruits will always be non-noble basic units corresponding to the village culture, which is also on a 24-hour cooldown. I really like this mod because it doesn't change too much, but rather adds a new layer of micromanaging the otherwise bland villages. And up next we have Artems Hunts. This mod adds new animal parties such as bears, deer, boars, wolves and hyenas to the campaign map with custom spawn behavior, so for example you see hyenas only in desert regions. You can hunt these animals inside missions and loot them for leather or meat. The higher yours or your scout's scouting skill, the more loot you will get. I talked about this mod in great detail already because, well, it's my mod, so I won't bore you again. Just know that this mod is now released and I worked really hard on it. And lastly we have Saxonish Armory, which adds Saxon or Viking inspired fantasy armor and clothing to Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. There are a lot of nice pieces here. In the footage you can see a few of them and you can mix and match them however you like. And yeah, not much to talk about here to be honest. I just love showing you guys new armor pieces and I really like this war helmet. I mean, just look at how cool this one looks. And yeah, I guess this is it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to hit that like button. That would help out tremendously, or maybe even subscribe to the channel. That would really make my day. Join my Discord server to talk to me and other like-minded people, and I see you all in my next video. Become a patron or YouTube member today to get early access to all my modding endeavors, and bye. A huge thank you to these channel members: Hangover Ostrich, Isaac Wardsman, Karsan Koshno, Nick, Ribeye, Stickpad, Wow, Minus, A10, Anonymous, Anthony Daniels, Big Charles Turtlehead III, Reben Ionet, Bulldozer, Cameron Steffens, Carlos Miguel, Daniel Holmes, Deso Vult, Earl Nana, Enzo, S. Desu, Flexicus, Fry, G. Morrissey, Governoid, Gustavo Policarpo, Heretic, Jay, Jack Rage, Jacobo, James R. Downs, John Schmiedlein, Yomungander, Joseph Perry, Josh Villanueva, Julian Mason, Larry M, Ledit, Lewis, Lil Soldier, Lyrian, Paolo Kisbrosas, Peter Horror, Felipe Ramilli, Pickled Eraser, Pytro 6, Paul Andre Danielsen, Quinsmith, Recoil Rose, Sam Guard, Sam of Saturn, Sold for $7, Vala, Via Fitzgerald, Xavier S, Xix, Yoss Shun, Zack B, Clinkyman, Chains, Pyrolyzed, Starfire Playlist, Agenor, Elkash, Ed Kainer, Turrican, Big Ö, Mal Hekuba, Maximo Ars, Matthias, Summit Center, Kaukau, Rebow, Great Lion, Camilo 085, Burnt Heart, Ari, Winston, and all the other channel members and patrons for supporting me